On everybody, I guess happy season 3 launch day, if that's a thing that is to be celebrated. I don't know, but yeah, they've got some new season going, which means new quests, new upgrade tiers, all that. So we're gonna start this off by going through what all the new things are, upgrading our clubs, maybe respecking our character if we need to. I feel like we're gonna probably have to, just so we can maximize our driver, so our distances might change just a hair. But yeah. We'll see how we play tonight. We still have to hop into Plat. I mean, theoretically everything should get better after all is said and done here. We've got 50 level up tokens, 26 Evo tools. So yeah, we should be good to go, because from what I've heard, there's only one upgrade. I'm confused. Why do I only have 2 dailies? Did one of the dailies, like, auto-complete or something? I just clicked through it? I don't even know what just happened. Okay, well. I have 2. No. The dailies have extended from yesterday, because I have 13 out of 15 completed. They want a round with the magician, complete the quest FedEx delivery, use a level up token, apply a fitting. The weird thing again where I have to claim it. I'll have to double check that. But Ears, how we doing tonight? Horrifying, welcome back. Okay, so we're gonna get refunded a bunch of level up tokens. So that'll be, I guess, nice prep for the future season. Probably never gonna get this, because the magician, I'd have to make another magician, because this is technically speaking my Legend Truesome career mode character, still level 72, and I haven't recorded anything for that series in a long time. 5 girls and sales. They want me to play my career. I don't want to play my career. I don't want to do it. They're really gonna make us do it, huh? Record a lob shot. Jordans. So a lot of stuff for level up tokens, not a lot for anything else. Okay. Hey, what's going on, Michael? Welcome back. Okay, so let's see what's in the Superstore. Looks like the quest didn't update today. They bumped them out 24 hours, which I don't know if that was intentional or not. We've got feature Jordan stuff. We're probably gonna end up buying those if we need extra Evo tools. Limited edition diamond putter. Well, that's kind of nice that it's already diamond, because I know last time I feel like they put stuff to the tier below. DLC. What is this? Oh. Interesting. This hasn't always been here, though, right? How did they have it so that you could... Was there no way directly through the game to purchase extra stuff? Hey, good evening, Eat. Welcome back. Okay, so we do have this. So let's take a look really quick. I know there's the lob shot. So, okay, so you got player card stuff. I saw somebody say something about upgrading via... like leveling through VC. So what is it? It's level, is it 25 is where you get the shot? a pitch shot that flies higher and lands software controlled rollout, and I think it said something like, it's shorter than a pitch but more forgiving than a spinner, but I guess it's less forgiving than a pitch. I don't know, it doesn't sound that great. Doesn't sound that great in all honesty. So how much would it cost if you were gonna tier skip? So you could just spend 20,000 VC to skip. Was this always a thing? I mean, that's half of what we have. Obviously, we would refund some of the VC. It would leave us nothing to play for, though. Just interesting. Interesting mechanic. I had no idea that that was there, but I saw somebody say about it. I don't think I'm going to spend 20k VC. You could do it in Season 2. Yeah, I just didn't know about it then. All right, well, let's take a look at the player. Let's take a look at our player, because we got to figure out upgrades. So, I believe in this season it is +6, 5, 5, 4, 4 when referring to repeat upgrades. And so we've got +20, so let's check that out. 6, 5, 5 would be 16, +4, +20. Okay. So we're getting +20 on the driver. This season we will now get +13, +18 if we put 3 power fittings on, and then the next power fitting would put us to... Is it 76544? Let me see. Some people have been talking about it in Discord. I want to make sure I have the numbers right. Okay, so 76544. So the first 2 slots get upgraded. So 7654, if we left these fittings on the way that they are, we'd have 7, 13, 18, 22. So would I rather go +18 or +22? I think I'd probably rather increase the power through my whole bag. I think I'd rather increase the power through my whole bag so I can keep the driver power on the way that we've got it. Hey, what's going on, Todd? How are you doing? Thank you for the follow. And how are we doing tonight, John? This is the theory crafting part. We're gonna technically get 7676. So I think this is just gonna be a free +2. Because yeah, this is gonna be 765 and 76. So we're gonna get, I think on everything else, we're just getting free +2 on our upgrades. And this one's gonna be 7776. So let's start with the putter. Let's just start with the putter here. It's so stupid, this whole limited edition thing, but at this point, I'm not replacing my whole bag because it's gonna end up costing more. So I'm in the sunken cost of overspending. I'm just in the sunken cost of overspending at this point. The putter, the most important club. Well, this is the one that I have the most, like, variety on, right? So, now I've got 82 putt weight, 74 putt rhythm, 53 putt contact. The only thing that I'd be considering here is I think going to something like this. I don't know if 46 is too low on the putt contact. I feel a little bit happier with it above 50. Might be in my head though. But it is still +2 on the putt weight. It's the only thing there that I'm like considering is that. But yeah, I feel like I want to go, because of the way that the driver works out to like fit it perfectly. It's got the plus, it's gonna be on the +18, and then I can drop one of the power fittings for contact. So like if I drop one of the power fittings here for a contact fitting, I guess technically we only lose, like, it's not the end of the world if this was not at 99, but I want to have it maxed. I feel like I just want to have it maxed. I feel like transition I need on my wedges. Guess I don't really need transition elsewhere. A3 contact. I mean, I don't think I need to do anything else. Hey, Savage Soldier, how are we doing? Went out to a new course to you, shot 98, very challenging course. I'd take 98. I'd take 98. How do we want to do this? Probably makes sense. Probably makes sense to just upgrade things first, and then go back and respec the character. So right now we've got 89, 88. We should get up to 91 and 90. But it might be the type of thing that we could take off the, like, get it up to 90 contact and 85 swing path. Like take a small, or 84 swing path, take a small hit on that, get more transition. I mean, it might make sense to just give ourselves more transition in general. Like, I don't know if going off of 65 rhythm for even less rhythm is a smart play. Because we could do that. We could lean a little heavier on transition. But also just swapping a 5 for a 7 might not be bad. Because that way then I don't have to make that sacrifice for transition on my irons, because I'm not partialing an iron, right? Like we take partial shots on out of the bunkers, flop shots, like our chip shots and stuff. We're not like clubbing up into the irons. All right, these aren't limited edition, so these are cheaper. But I've gotta. Okay. So we'll have to come back to those. I forgot that some of these clubs aren't on the limited edition, which is actually a good thing. But the limited edition is, yeah, a poorly done mechanic. I accidentally wasted one of my level up tokens on the putter, because you don't need to do the last tier because there's nothing to unlock after it. So yeah, let's we're just gonna do all the upgrades that we need to, and then we'll walk it back from there. We're gonna have like just barely enough. Gonna have like 5 of these left, but we'll get some of these mats back. Is anybody making any serious changes with the new season, or are people just kind of rocking and rolling with the stuff that they've already got built out, just kind of making it slightly better? Okay, so let's see what we got. We got a new set of wedges. Okay. Some fittings. I just feel like the cost of fittings is super cheap, but the way that they seem to value them in the game is low. Your clubs are still on Ruby? Didn't play enough Season 2. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, if you can upgrade, I think it's always worth it. Okay. So let's check out the player. I think that is true. If we go higher on the power, our contact is going to be a little bit lower. So that means our contact won't improve. How do we want to do this? Let me see here, because if we leave the power, maybe it's not going to be the biggest hit on the driver. I don't want to like waste stats on the driver. That's kind of my big thing, right? Because right now this is plus 22. Technically, we're still good here. But what if we replace this with... So we would drop the yard. Do we drop the yard for forgiveness, or... Hey, what's going on, Colton? How the upgrade is worth it? It's not game breaking for the people who play it way more. Yeah, like it's helpful, but yeah, the only thing that's really like in the pay to win is the extra shots. Hey, thank you for the follow, big dog. You'd put the contact fitting on, Matthew? Right, but so the question, Matthew, is okay, if I put this on, do I respec my character to have two extra power through the bag? To get this back to 99, it would up the power of everything else. And then I would basically, on the contact fittings that I currently have, like nothing would change with the contact in most of my bag. Never see a Mizuno driver out there, FIFA fan? Yeah, no, it's definitely not that big IRL, I don't think. I have it because it's limited edition, and early on in the game, I thought that was a good thing. They charge me more every season for it, but at this point, it's sunken cost fallacy. Because yeah, I think if I upgraded the distance through the bag, our contact would go back down to 88. Right? Our contact would go back down to 88. I mean, I like the distances that I have. You respect so you can lower your base power, increase your contact with it. Yeah, I mean, that's the other trade-off, is we could technically leave the power and go down 2. I like having the distance, though, to be honest. But if we... Hey, what's going on, Vandy? Because I want to put... It probably doesn't matter that much. Like, I should probably, on these clubs, have swing path, contact... I should probably throw one transition on here. So let's get these on to begin with. Right? I'm gonna put one transition on. And then I think I'm just gonna stick with the swing path in contact. I think that's how I'm gonna roll with it. I think putting that transition a little bit closer to 80 will be good. I actually don't know if contact or swing path is more important. Part of me kind of wants to say swing path, but I'm not entirely certain. If it doesn't go, then just hit it harder. Let's see, we're gonna do one power fitting. And then we've been doing... I'm gonna have to buy swing path, or we might have just enough. I don't get why they hand out the contact like candy, but not the swing path. +6 would give 3 yards. It is tempting. It is tempting. That's something that I do think about. That is something that I definitely do think about. Shaping have any value at all, MRAM? I personally think so. The higher your shaping is, the more you can loft and, you know, the more you can shape your club, right? The more you can loft, the more you can de-loft without penalty. And so for me personally, I find that quite valuable. I know that it's not everybody places the same value on it as me, but I'm a big fan of it. Say swing path is more important. You'd almost have to measure it in like a true 0-win situation and get the exact same miss. But you'd also have to have your stats be equal, right? You need to have the same swing path and same contact to really test that out. And I don't know if I want to put in that much work this late into the game. Okay, so I think I have most everything where I like. The question is, because technically the way this is set up right now, I am maxed out on power. I'm technically overkill by 2. I got a bump by 1 in my swing path. I think I'm just gonna leave it. It's 2 wasted points, but it changes the whole bag. Maybe in the next season, because it goes up again, then I can drop one of them. Tournament from last night finish up. So we are tied for second. We got past and we tied for second. The leader shot 1 stroke better than us. We had a really rough... We were 3 under through 12 in the final round. I finished 7 under through the last 6 holes to bring us back up into contention, but just had such a slow start to the final round there. Just couldn't quite get anything going. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with this. I'm not really making any changes. The big thing here is we're going with a little bit less contact on our wedge, but we're going with extra transition. So let's go play around. Let's see how it feels. Tough to watch. It was tough to play. It was tough to play, but yeah. So we're sitting, unfortunately, in second place, which like overall not that bad, but you hope for a little bit better. Gonna play a game, John? Yes, we are getting to it. I'm just checking out all the new stuff from season 3 update today, and then we're gonna play around. So I'm gonna switch characters here. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna claim those rewards, and then we'll rock and roll. But Darby, how are we doing? Busey, welcome back. Able to get your set to diamond. The only thing left is the putter. I had so many upgrade tokens. I had 5 leftover Evo tools. So I had like just enough. I may as well start prepping the powerhouse. For a future season. I don't know if it's next season or the last. Alright, let's claim the challenges, and then we'll, and then we'll play. Probably like one of the ranked tours or something. Got a German player. So my main guy is Italian. But yeah, we have our powerhouse is a German guy named Bernhard House. You know, naturally H-A-U-S. Yeah, I'm German on one side of my family. Italian on the other. What is club? What is club? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. And no more. What is club? The Clubhouse Pass, so think of it like if you're familiar with Rocket League's pass or like the Battle Pass in Fortnite or any of those games. It's like that. So there's 100 levels. You know, as you gain XP and stuff through the course of the season. Oh, I guess it was just the one thing. You level up through that Clubhouse Pass. There are 34 of the 100 levels have free stuff, and if you've bought the Season Pass, or if you've bought the Legend Edition, which comes with the Season Pass, or if you just buy the individual Clubhouse Pass, you get access to all the premium tiers. No, I don't speak English. I took Spanish in high school, but my German is non-existent. It was my great-grandfather who was from Germany, and my grandfather was from Italy. But both of those I don't speak any of. I did try and teach myself Italian at one point, a little bit on like Duolingo years ago. I always like learning another language, and maybe that's partially because I'm a software dev, so like learning languages is kind of part of what I have to do. You know, I definitely am always like tempted at learning a language and think it would be cool, but like I have no use case for it. I have absolutely no use case for it. Challenge me to make a hole-in-one? I mean, we're always trying. Speaking of... Wait a second. Is this bugged? Because now I'm at 298. My power drive still is 317, but I was definitely at 297 yesterday. What are my other clubs? Those are the same. I added power, so now that's 240 instead of 239. That's still 260. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but my driver is now a yard longer. Think about correction 6.9. So I personally like having a little bit of correction. That's also just what I learned out the gate. Sculptor is the first archetype that I used when the game came out, and it has a fair amount of correction on it. So I like it because I like the angle that it's at, like that's what I've learned, but also correction makes it so that when you have bad lies, the lies don't hurt you as much, and then combo that with the shaping. That's really why I like the sculptor. The combination of correction and shaping is quite nice to me. Alright, it's definitely gonna take a few swings to get dialed in here, but ultimately the goal is to play the Ranked Tours event so that I actually stay a little bit focused. Also, they fixed this. They fixed it. You can't see it here because it's on, but they fixed it where the approach and putting cam, when you use it, it doesn't bring the feedback up and like overwrite that difficulty setting. Hey, what's going on, Jim? Okay, putting upgrades are working. Putting upgrades definitely working. That extra bit of putt weight. We'll take it. There we go. That's the swing we're looking for. So yeah, maybe if I have time and I get bored, I'll like try and do some testing on swing path versus contact. I feel like that's gonna be a tough one to get like exactly down. Come on, wind. That's definitely one that I get like nervous about being too far to the side on. That still gets so far out to the right. Jeez. So yeah, the correction stat is it's an interesting one because I do think it's useful, but pumping a lot of points into it because it's paired with swing path is like a really hard equation to solve. I guess would be the best way to describe it. Okay, goal is land it short and then give it the big bounce up and to the left. It's close. It's close. All right, not a bad start here. Not a bad start. This is one we're gonna go for it because I'm feeling good. Got the 102 power drive here. Don't often go for some of these, but it's gonna roll past the. Just gonna go soaring past the hole. Jeez, man. I feel like I gotta do the short chip. Because getting it on the green here. Sorry, asking so many questions? No, I don't. I do not mind, RV. I do not mind. If I was not mentally prepared to answer a bunch of questions, I would probably not stream. That's underswung. So bad at chips. So bad at chips. There's a reason why I try and putt it. So the challenges are just that. They're challenges that you can complete. Each one has different criteria. And when you complete enough of the challenges, or I guess if you earn enough stars, I guess is the the better way to describe it. If you earn enough stars on the challenges, basically they have it set up so that it's like 1, 2, and 3 stars. That you can get 3 stars. There are 3 subtasks on each challenge. And you earn enough stars on the little maps. There are little reward things. So they're not like super worth it in terms of what the rewards are, but it's something to complete. Something to get done. There's, you know, maybe like the odd Evo tools, some clothes, a little bit of XP, like nothing to lose your mind over, but you know, it's something to do. What if we go a little left here and we just hammer this 3 hybrid? Okay, this fast is definitely rolling quite a bit. Quite a bit, despite it only being breaking a lot. All right, that's just good to visualize for later if we're playing on faster green speeds. I'm not playing enough for it. Keep pulling the crap out of it. Gotta get back to basics. Yeah, it's never a good feeling though. It's funny how my thumb like knows where it needs to be because you can see the crazy correction. I was scared about running through the fairway on the other side, but I guess instead we're gonna be treated to this lovely ball above the feet draw to the light rough. These 8 irons have been going. Yikes. All that and I'm still wildly left. Played the right distance? I guess not. Grinding the hole-in-one challenge, your thumb has permanent muscle memory? Well, having permanent muscle memory on your swing it's a very good thing to have. You suck. Come on, man. Come on now. Good thing to have, yeah, well, every once in a while, Jim, I'll get it where, like, if I don't shift my grip and, like, refocus and treat the putt as a separate swing, that's when I will start doing the diagonal swing on my putts, which is not a good place to be. Albion True Sim yesterday, JB. I saw you post a clip. I didn't watch it. I did see that you had posted some sort of short. Ball's below the feet. Wind's back to the left, but it kicks left to right. So I'm actually gonna aim. I'm gonna aim left. Okay, it did still work its way left. That's a really unfortunate kick though. Fairway bounce. Love that for me. All right, now we should practice it. This is my worst sort of shot in the game, probably. The chip shot. $16 yards to the hole. Yeah, that was better. I feel like I just I see people chip in all the time. I chip in like maybe once a month or once every other month. There's just something about it. I don't know, this might be dumb. I'm gonna kind of play it long over towards what looks to be the next fairway. I feel like angle of approach here might be good. You like chip shots? Yeah, there's something that I just don't have a feel for the bounce and roll, and I end up leaving myself. I don't give myself a good chance because hitting it straight or like nearly straight is a struggle to me with the diagonal swing becoming so ingrained. But yeah, my oh wow. I played that like the wind was gonna bring it back. But my ability to judge the bounce and roll out is not good. But this is the time where I should test it. I feel like I don't know, I focus so much on like an aim on the green. Maybe I need to, with chips, like go for more of a backswing length feel type of thing. But the 56 degree has more rollout, Scuddy. Yeah, but I leave it short sometimes too. Like it's not just the one thing. Look at that nice, perfect cut power drive. Yeah, sometimes I leave it short, sometimes I roll it long. I struggle with the inputs. I mean, we're trying to help ourselves out by giving a little bit more transition. But it's like this, right? 9-yard shot, nearsighted. Like, I should be able to check this into the side properly. I don't know. Whatever default power is set to, you always move it forward about a yard, slightly more of uphill. That can't be right though, JB. I'm telling you, I'm gonna send it on some of these conditions. It's just gonna go flying. I'm gonna miss the hole and I'm gonna run it like 10 feet by easily. Underswing the chip slot. I suck at the partial. Use a 62 degree wedge. Yeah, see, I use a 60, so maybe I could take that same logic and just take a little bit off. I closed it. I underswung it. Okay. Chip it a lot more before the patch. 56 feels like pre-patch. I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't put myself in chipping position often, and if I'm like just barely off the green, like the putt is so much more forgiving because you actually have like a couple % to work with on swing path and contact without not losing anything. I should have cut it. Problem is that's with the draw, so the distance went a little bit further. I put loft on it, but because of the lie, it played more draw, so I needed to get that to sit a little bit closer to the front of the green. Man, still under-reading it. I don't know what it, there's something about the like fast greens and up that I just don't read well. The moderate, like medium fast, moderate greens, we are so good. Okay, so this is where I need as much draw because I want it to actually play into that headwind a little bit, and we caught the downslope by ball. Such awkward distances. Whenever they put it out at like 220 or so, I knew it. I knew it. I put it just a touch to the right, but I was like, the starts of these putts, which like is, I feel like against physics, the starts of the putt seem to affect it way more than the end of the putt, even though the end of the putt it's moving slower and should break more. A 2K baby together, be unstoppable? Yeah, I think that's generally true with a lot of people. Like, if you put me with somebody who's got competency on the short game, we're gonna do some serious damage. Yeah, somebody who can chip and putt, I'll hit the drives and approaches. I mean, my drives aren't flashy, but we find a lot of furs and gurs. That could be nice. My problem is that I hit the green too much? Wait, how is hitting the green too much a problem? You're saying just because of lack of practice with the other shot types, or what? Visualizing in game helps in real life to a certain extent. We play on some pretty fast green speeds though, so I don't feel like that holds up entirely. 60, 68, low 7, high 70. Hey, good evening, bot. How we doing, dude? I have a feeling I'll have monster opening rounds tonight. I mean, that would be nice, Jim. I like the energy. We'll see. See what we can do. Go to chipping, pitching, etc. Maybe, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel like part of my problem with that is there's so much more feel to it, and I'm not so much a feel guy. Choked 5-iron so we can chase this up a little bit. That's how you start season 3. That's for you, bot. I know you love a good hole out. I know you love a good hole out, bot. I hope you watched the season 2 compilation from earlier today. If anybody hasn't seen it, we've got our hole out compilation for season 2 on the YouTube. Went live a few hours ago. First shot you watching the stream, Rio? You know what we do here. Hey, how's it going, Yeeticle? Or Yeet I Call Bank? Either way, what's going on, Bank? Is he showing the compilation video yet? No. This is round 1 of season 3. Round 1 of season 3. Pick up where we left off. We are in an awkward spot. Try and hit it right into that upslope, because if I bounce it over, this could go long. That's tough. That's a tough one to get right. Call you Yeet? Well, we already have another Yeet Yeet, so this is gonna get confusing. Hey, how's it going, Tanner? Jada, welcome back. Gonna do great. It's a weird week with the new season changes. It'll naturally apply to shots. Think we're gonna handle it well. Why is this being streamed on YouTube Kids? What's going on, Ronnie? Is this AI? No. It's not AI. Despite what some may say. Hey, thank you for the follow, Yeet too. Yeah, I know. I hate to break the news to you though. But you're not the first Yeet. We've got Yeet Roy Jenkins. Now we've got Yeet I Call Bank. I'll do my best to differentiate. Choke tee shot. 300. It's a little bit awkward. I suppose. We could do this. Yeah, we can play like baby draw, go out here. Let's just see what happens. You know? You could slow down anytime. No? Oh, thank goodness that backstop is... I thought it was going to roll me all the way back off the front of the green. This is the only build that I use, Yeet. So this is my Sculptor. I started the game day 1 on Sculptor, and that's where I've stayed. I moved it too much to the left. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't appreciate this hitting my inputs on the default the game gives me and rolling that far past the hole. That's not okay. Seems like I'm more likely to make it from 150 yards than 30 feet, Scott. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's pretty accurate. The number of putts that I make from 30 plus feet I probably have more hole outs from like 100 plus. I'm not good with the putter. Really and truly, I'm just terrible with it. I'm doing well, Baron. How are you doing? We're just getting warmed up. Feeling overall pretty good. I probably should have been more aggressive off the tee, because now I've left myself a bit of an awkward one. Okay, I'm gonna try and do something on the dumber side, which is play this 7-iron into the heavy rough short and bounce it on. And I got low rolled on the lie and plugged myself instead. I knew I shouldn't have put loft on. I should have just played it stock. I was trying to kill it with because the fairway would launch me, but landing in the rough would take so much steam out of it. I'm gonna say from the lie that we have, I'm gonna play a full pick. 9 yards. We got 9 yards from a 22-yard shot. It didn't even say that the lie was that bad. But what? It's that steep? That's crazy. That's actually crazy. But that's why you take those shots in warm-up rounds, so you know how it plays. Also, good putt to finish. All right. 13 under warm-up. It's not terrible. It's not the best round. It's not the best round, but oh, that's new, right? Or have I just not played? That actually is showing like what rank people are with where they finish. What does my shirt say, Hunter? 2017 Rose Bowl game smells like roses. Nittany Lions. This was the big Saquon game where they lost to USC. Been around for a bit, yeah. Okay, but remember, JB, I don't end up there often, right? I don't have to recover because we don't spend a lot of time in the crap, especially in the lips of bunkers. So I don't know, is that more because of the lip itself, or is that because of how steep it was, or both? Yeah, because if we're really... I'm curious. Let's go to our... Oh, the leaderboard show and ranking. I got you. I was like, because our Miss Fairway... Sub 20-foot proximity on 6,000 approach shots is pretty good. That's not a bad average. Yeah, we don't miss a lot. That's also pretty good. Below 80s on average. But yeah, I haven't played a lot of. I mean, heck, we still have the milestone for ranked tours. That was my 69th ranked tour round. Nice. Love that for me. I guess we can never play ranked tours again, right? That's where we gotta leave it. Okay, so we are gonna be hopping into rounds 1 and 2 of TGC Tours Platinum Tour. It is week 1 of the playoffs. Technically, we are already locked in for next week. Next week, though, everything is on the line. But we're still gonna go out there, try and make a cut, post good numbers. It's good for the world ranking, good for the morale. Just always good practice. So we're going to hop into that. We got to take a quick 3-minute break here to make sure that the pre-roll ads are all cleared up. But we got plenty of golf left this evening. Appreciate y'all hanging out and stopping by. happy season 3. Happy drops if you're watching on Twitch and got that going. I'll see you in 3 minutes, and then we will lock and load for the tournament. Be right back.
It's raining.
Ads. All right. We are back. All right, let's see here. Round 1. We're playing at Commencement Bay for the Memphis Cup. It's always funny to see like what twists on names they put for things. But yeah, I guess they play in Memphis this coming weekend for the first round of the FedEx Cup playoffs. We're playing off the blue tees for round 1. Medium wins. Extremely firm, very fast. Yeah, I knew that as soon as I saw the medium wins, I knew there was a catch. It's extremely firm. I don't know what the default roll speed is on these fairways, so we'll have to see about that. But yeah, just need to keep that in mind. I guess we're going power drive off the rip here. I'm gonna go out to the left because things kick right. Might have a short gamey shot to start, but that's a pretty good first swing. I'm kind of banking on extremely firms throwing us down there. Maybe there's a chance at rolling onto the green. If there's not, it's at least short game. I feel like with the amount of green that we have, I don't trust it. Like, I feel like the smart thing is to just super flop. Smart thing is to super flop and birdie the first. I feel like chip is dangerous there. Hey, thank you for the luck, RJ. Like, there are definitely times to chip. That is not one of them. Okay, we're gonna drive it up the right-hand side here. That's maybe a little bit too far right. I feel like this should all camber back to the left enough to keep me in play. What if it's Chip's challenge map? Well, then that's a different story. But this is plat, so no need to worry about challenges here. 114, 118 maybe, and it's gonna be still a pretty big bounce. It's gonna kick pretty hard to the right, or pretty hard right to left. So the real question becomes, maybe you're lofting it. Maybe you're lofting it so you can take a more aggressive line at it. Because I was thinking about de-lofting my 60-degree and taking the bigger skip in, but I think with that much break going in short of it, you've gotta flight it down there with loft. Going on, Daniel. I mean, it's sad if it's anybody. Well, this... I mean, honestly, the switch up here, I respect it. The short par 3 where you're actually in like a forced... This is a tough shot for me. This is a tough shot for me. Because I am not, I'm not well versed in partial shot execution. 79%. $2 overswing. Got a little bit of spin. But yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one right there. Like, not my strength. I don't partial. Since season 1 ended, I don't really partial. I don't know, man. I don't know enough about the Beatles, to be honest. Hey, Richard, welcome back. Okay. So, got decent break here. 44%. Okay, just a touch over red. I'm not strong on the faster greens, so we'll see if we can get dialed in on them. Otherwise, we're gonna have to really rely on our approach game. But I can't say that I'm surprised on that partial shot. It's kind of a, hopefully I guessed right and executed well enough. Yeah, if we hit it on the number, we're probably still a little bit long, but definitely would have been in a much better spot. Alright. Tight windowed shot here. Stock, we're carrying into like the mid 150s, which is here. 180, 170, that's 169, nice. Okay, I'm gonna go 7-iron, and we're gonna go for a little bit of rollback. Go past the flag. And come back down the hill. Because it's steep and it's fast enough greens. I didn't get it left enough, so we're actually breaking away from the flag, which is unfortunate. I don't know, man. These green speeds, I do not have. I do not have a beat on it. We'll keep trying though. We'll keep trying. Gotta fade a power drive to have a chance. Pushed it. And that's probably in the bunker, yep. Dang, would have rathered the pull. What's going on, Lucas? You haven't booted the game up in nearly a month? They upgraded to Diamond tier, so now it's, instead of +6, +5, +5, +4, +4, if you stacked 5 of the same on, it's 7, 6, 5, 4, 4. So if you spread it around, you can get +7s on everything, which is obviously nice. Small bug fixes. They fixed the putting and approach cam from giving the shot meter permanently. Finally fixed that. But there are no gameplay changes or anything of that nature. I could lay this up to 100. Is honestly probably what I should do. Not gonna think about it too much. Red Wing Jamie, thank you for the follow. Wind speed? What about wind speed? What are we saying about wind speed? 115. I'm gonna take a bunch off of this guy. No, it's very firm, but sit, please. Ooh. Ooh, that would have been nice. Okay. Smart shot. Still get the birdie. I just feel like that's my most lethal distance. 25. Okay, that's a nice stroke. Play it a little bit out to the left, just onto the green. It should feed a little bit right. I think we can say we dialed that one in quite nicely. Yeah, I think on the shorter putts, even though the green speed is faster, we might need to play a little bit more aggressively. I assume that this... I feel like anything landed short is gonna go like crazy. This doesn't feel like a shot to try and go for. It's also uphill a bunch. So you're actually gonna land like here if you're lucky, but it's probably gonna come down into that slope. I don't know, this feels like a sucker shot. Really. I'm gonna try and play smart here. Nice. Well, so much for having a wedge. Yeah, thanks, I guess. 155. Few yards long. Dang, just a touch too far. Didn't want a backseat. See many go for that. Never keep the green. Well, I know you're not keeping the green. I think it's such a sucker pin because it's like a lot of times you just have in your head of like, if my driver can carry, like if my driver has the ability distance wise to be around the green, I should go for it, when in reality that's not necessarily the case. Just because you can get around the green doesn't mean you actually have a chance to do anything good with it. Gotta be joking me, man. You've gotta be joking. Come on. It's gotta go in. Gotta go in. Leaves a chip shot. All in all, it's a birdie hole. Well, that wasn't a birdie. That wasn't a birdie for me. So I'm missing out on the fun, you know? I left the face open. Gosh darn it, that's gonna be so short right now. Dang. Okay, well, we know from experience it's not quite as steep, but it's still pretty steep. I'm gonna go up 1 club. See, that's where I bring past experience in, but it's a slightly different past experience. We get burnt by it. Okay, so just add a little bit on everything, I guess. Just add a little bit on everything, I guess. My goodness. What a massively long par 5. Jeez. Barely have the legs to clear. Sloss, I am on PS5. You're on about a 10-second delay. Really bad timing on your part. It's okay. Okay, we're gonna go for the dumb shot here. Ball's below the feet. Probably not gonna get the greatest kick, but I'm gonna go for like right side of the fairway so that it cambers back. I just need to overpower it. Got 102. See how this plays out. Okay, it's enough to have held the correct section of the green, so I'd say all in all that's the right shot to be played. What an incredibly infuriating game this is. Dropped how many strokes to that miss on the front 9 alone? I actually really don't want to bomb it. It's extremely firm. I'm just trying to play the accuracy game, give myself a wedge. Because it should still trundle down there pretty nicely. Like maybe 50 degree if we're lucky 56. That's gonna be left of the hole. Great distance though. Just came off a little bit stronger on the right to left. Yeah, I almost have to either add some power or play more break. Because like we're just off on our reads by a very small margin, but it's enough of one. I left the face open. This should kick left. Don't think it holds up in that little section there. It's the one thing with when they put like a really big hill like that. That miss isn't in too much danger. And then that opens things up for us here, because now, yeah, we can fly this down and get a nice, very firm hop, and voila, we're hanging out by the hole. I just gotta make sure that I finish my swing to the left. That got 4 yards from somewhere. I misinterpreted something. I misinterpreted something hard. Maybe I was just quick on the read? You've got to be kidding me. I add a little bit to that one and I miss it. High side, I hate everything. What's going on, Dingo? Your first attempt at a TGC Championship course today to see if you could do more than meme fantasy courses? Honest opinion on it, if does it make the cut on qualifying? Jabberwocky Dunes? I will say this, Dingo. I am not a good rater of courses. Can definitely play it at some point. Use it as like a warm-up course for the day. But unless there's like glaring issues, I'm probably not going to be able to point you to any specifics. Ace for 20s, eh? Alright, I mean, I was always going to be trying hard on this shot, but I guess we'll try a little bit harder. And probably play. No, so I guess the question is, if we take the 6-iron 196 and then let this wind bring it back, land it somewhere down there with the very firm and then a little bit of release, like that could be good. The other option is 5-iron 197. I feel like 5-iron is going to get too big of a kick, so I think we've got to go. I think we go 6. It's not the hole-in-one, Zay, but we gave it a good attempt. We gave it a good attempt. You'll check it out as soon as the patch is downloaded, map. Good deal. Not looking for a critical designer eye? Enjoy it as a real championship course. I gotcha. Yeah, if you get here early enough on a stream day and remind me. I'll more than happily take a look at it as our warm-up. Thanks, Ears. Yeah, we're typically good for a good look at it. Getting the ace is always obviously extremely difficult. Not that we can't get multiple hole outs in a stream, but we have already gotten one hole out today. Okay. Maybe we can make a run on the back nine here. Maybe we can make a little run on the back nine here. Because it's like we've played well, but I feel like we're 8 under. We could be at like 11 under through 13. It's just the way that way things have gone. All right, that could be bad. Tried to play the lofted cut. We're good. Tried to play the lofted cut, missed the face a little bit open. Love the t-shirt, Maxie. Thank you. Little Rose Bowl action. Would have been nice if we hadn't lost that game, but it was an exciting game. It was an exciting game to watch nonetheless. This is a nasty hole location to try and get it to. Can try and play a big fade. Ball is above my feet, so. Oh, 3, 2, 8. That's gonna be too far because I landed on the fairway. I ended up playing it too much out to the right because it actually like cut back against it pretty nicely. Yeah, it is a par 5. It's a par 5. And I know that's why it's protected against the way that it is. I think this is the part where we super flop again. We did it earlier. I think this is the part where we do it again. Just take the easier birdie opportunity if we can. You were at that Rose Bowl game, Eric? As a Penn State fan, brutal loss. I know. It was nice to see them get the Big Ten championship in 2016 for sure, but there were some brutal losses in those seasons too. That Rose Bowl game, some of the Ohio State games. I was at the whiteout against Ohio State though, so I've seen the only Ohio State defeat under James Franklin. But yeah, definitely some heartbreaking defeats in there. Thrilling game, just a really crappy side. Really crappy side to be on. I'm not gonna lie, really digging the par 3s on this course. It's still floated down there. I've been hitting a lot of 101s. Which isn't helping anything. But that wind just took it substantially more than I would have liked. Gotta be joking me, man. Just go in the hole. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. Just go in. Anybody got a burned edge count? Anybody keeping track of how painful this is? Double crossed. Double crossed the power drive. I mean, it was gonna be tough regardless. Okay, stop going so far inside on the takeaway. New rank season live, Jaden? I believe it went live like an hour and 40 minutes ago. Pretty certain. Hit a ball about 1600 right now. That might be a slight exaggeration, but yeah, we would definitely be in a much nicer spot at the moment. That felt better. That felt better for sure. All right, 2 holes left. We got to double digits. Double digits is like the minimum that we aim for. Definitely not great in the grand scheme of things, but I feel like if you're double digits every round, you always have a pretty good chance at making cuts and doing pretty well. I can feel that too. That got up there pretty high though. So a couple of opens. %. Okay. Oh, so we got one more hole left. Let's try and get to 11. Let's try and get to 11. This is a tough one, though. I'm gonna have to power drive it because it's so uphill. Okay, baby pull, but we're good. We're good. Pick shots too OP? Generally speaking, yes. It definitely can be troublesome if you get in like a crazy steep lie, because it's, if you misjudge the number, you're stuck, right? Like you hit it short and it has no release. But yeah, generally speaking, it's a pretty strong shot. Okay. 7-iron uphill to like 165. That's yeah, this is gonna play above the feet, so it's gonna be a little bit more of a draw shape. I pulled it. That does kick a little right. And of course we hit the fairway. Of course we hit the fairway instead of the green, and then it doesn't roll back. Love that for us. This freaking game. I can't hold a putt. That one I did overhit. That one I did overhit compared to what I wanted to, and that I took out of frustration. Side Shadow, what's going on? Splam Sandwich, thank you for the follow. All right, so we threw some stuff away at the end there out of frustration. I just couldn't get anything to drop that round. I just couldn't get anything to drop that round. Ah, man. Yeah. Okay. How much did I get back on that last hole? Double bogey. Nice. Okay, well, we'll wipe that from our memory. We'll come back. We'll go at it again. I know that puts a little bit more pressure on round 2. It is what it is. It is what it is. That's just, yeah. To burn the edges that many times does some things to a man. But we'll be back. We've got round 2 to go. Appreciate you all being here, and yeah, I hope you're enjoying. I'll see you guys back here in 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
It's raining.
Ads. What's going on, Adam? Tough break on the putts. Makes you feel better. Feels like you're the only one that happens to. You're definitely not. You're definitely not. Obviously, when we get on hot streaks and stuff, like, you're not seeing that happen a lot. But, yeah. Historically, not a great putter. But we got to put that behind us. That's round 1. We threw away some strokes. We put ourselves in a bad position. But let's bounce back here. We're going off the tips, high winds, very firm, and default fast. So green speed's coming down a little bit. They're still going to be quick. 9.8, yeah. So they're still going to be fast. But might be able to put a little bit more on some of the approaches. We'll see. Again, it's always one shot at a time. Just try and keep everything in front of us. Try and score every hole. Try and play every shot smart. And yeah, this is, I think, again, I think you do drive this one. Hole closed, but like it's not the end of the world. That might not be great for distance. Angle-wise, fine. But because it's the heavy rough, the bounce is not as strong. So definitely a tight one. That's gonna bounce and roll because it can't land on the green, so 60-degree long flop might be the play. Okay. It held up there. Held up there a bit more. See if we can't make something happen here. 39%. So that's gonna be just one of those inside little tappers. It dropped. Okay. The odds are ever in our favor this round. We didn't burn the edge. We actually grabbed it and went in. Imagine that. Imagine that. All right, the tides are changing. This is where we start to have positive thoughts about every putt and they just start dropping, right? That's how we're supposed to approach this. All right, 175 yards with the wind. We're gonna be losing decent chunk here. Decent chunk. 7-iron might flight. I gotta put that little fade on it because I gotta make sure that it tries to do something with this wind. Iridice, thank you for the follow. I thought the wind was gonna kind of negate a lot of that fade, not gonna lie. That's why I played it so far out to the right. Same experience you had, Stream Surge? What, with the putter? Yeah. I'm not a good putter when it comes to faster green. I mean, I'm not a good putter in general, and I think a lot of that has to do with the quicker green speeds. No, come on. So I think is part of why my true sim putting tends to be better, because a lot of times we're playing like more moderate green speeds. If I hit that on the 56%, I wonder if we get it. Oh well, can't be living in the past, you know. 127. 130, we'll say 137, and then you've got 13 miles an hour of wind coming back at you. On 31. I feel like this is gonna have some backspin and everything with the way that this is. The perfect distance, wind just didn't bring it back. Okay, we have a chance. We have a chance. Oh boy, okay. Okay, that's big. We gotta do work. We gotta do some serious work on this round, so I'll take it. Yeah, we screwed ourselves at the end of the first round taking that double bogey. Should have been at worst. Should have been a par, should have been at worst a bogey. I ended up double bogeying it because I just didn't look at it and whacked it a few times out of frustration. Alright. Hey, thank you, Ryan. So if we're playing, let's call this like 6 to 7? 10. This is gonna be in the ballpark of what we need, I think. Up the hill and above the feet. I'm gonna play it back. Hold it. Hold it, and that wind played much stronger. I'm like a club short. I think I must have read something incorrectly there. Like I must have read something incorrectly. How we doing, Max? On the sticks? Not tonight. Not tonight. Well, I guess not the putting sticks tonight. Not that that's normally the case for us, but putting sticks have been not so fine this evening. We did hole one out earlier, though. We did snag a nice long eagle hole out on our first round of the season. Pronunciate my previous message. We're going Old English. Going Old English. Well, the moment's passed now. Now just going back. I read it already. I read it in my head. There was too much Old English going on. The process. 8-iron. Somewhere back there. I feel like the 8-iron is gonna land like here. If I'm being completely honest. I feel like I want to be like here. Maybe do something like that. I'm still up. Wow, that came out about 3-4 yards left of where I was hoping to be. Jeez. Quite the misread. Some of those lie angles this week have definitely jumped up on us. 49%, so it's not a lot. Which theoretically means that it's gonna turn quite a bit early. Come on, just go in, man. You can't keep teasing me like that. You can't keep teasing me like that where like everything just flirts around the hole. Gotta let some things drop. Gotta let some things drop. That's so many ifs, Maxith. Advice on club fitting, Jaden? I would say that the most important stats, generally speaking, are going to be your contact and your swing path. I think transition is also important. I prefer shot shaping, personally, but I think you can get a lot of the stuff that you need for your shot shaping and transition and whatnot from like your character stats. So I would say that for the most part, fittings are going to be swing path and contact to get more forgiveness, and then maybe a little bit of power depending on how your builds are. I like power at the top of the bag. Like max out driver, pretty good power out of your like next two clubs, and then irons and wedges can be pretty well focused on forgiveness, essentially. So 197 to 07, 14 yards on firm and fast, 6 iron down the hill, maybe just a touch off of it, because I feel like it's gonna... go. It's gonna end up definitely to the right of the hole, but I feel like that's overall the way I wanted to play that. You gotta hug it up the left-hand side pretty strong to get it close. Slow. Oh my god. Just got so far to the right so fast. Just feel like I have nothing to fall back on because everything is painful. So this is technically shorter. We didn't go for it last time. It's a lot of short game stuff if you do go for it. 278. I mean, we're definitely landing short with this. You would want to loft it. I'm gonna go for it. Just kind of see what comes from it. Because the green conditions are a little bit more favorable this round, so... See, okay, so like... something like this. %3 underswing, and that's going to be a big piece of my issue. Except for the part where if I hit that the way that I had hoped to, I would have been way long. Not bad. Holy cow. All right, that's downhill. That's freaking downhill. Let's start with this and just kind of work our way from there. So this is going to carry 207-ish. But you've got 13 mile an hour headwind almost almost dead in. This is actually gonna be short. So I'm gonna take a choked 6 iron, I think, right? When a 3 to 10. It's so far downhill though. How much is that gonna play? $191. If I take a full 6, 217, 200. They're gonna take off another 10 yards. I don't think it's gonna take off another 10, but put some loft stuff into it. It's in the air for so long. Hold it. How's the distance control? Would have been pretty good. Would have been pretty good. But naturally. Left. Hey, caramba. Hey, caramba. What's going on, Zach? Just tap it in. I wish we were hitting tap-ins here. Unfortunately, we have not been. Of course, I freaking... There's no way this gets a lucky kick, right? Streamer bounce. This course gives you lots of nostalgia? Why is that? This is gonna be coming in with a lot of heat. Because it's uphill. But I don't think I have much choice. Grew up in Washington, remember a course with similar scenery. Okay. I was like, this is a custom course. I don't know how long it's been out. That makes a lot of sense. I'm not getting my... Whoa. Well, I mean, I guess we lose distance there. I'm not getting my swings enough to the left now because we had misses to the right earlier, so I've now overcorrected my swing. This is gonna be not the prettiest shot. Nice. Love that for me. Love that even more now. Heavily inspired by Chambers Bay. Well, that explains why it's called Commencement Bay. Even paying a little bit of homage. What's going on, Brewer? Go Dogs? I'm not so sure about that. Philly Dogs, maybe. I'll take that one. 2017? Yeah, 2017 Rose Bowl. Penn State Nittany Lions against the USC Trojans. Both, Baron. Was a fan, then went there. Now I'm still a fan. Season 3 launched today? It did, Tim, yeah. The 18th season for the Dogs? Hey, you're all good, man. You're all good. This was the Saquon. This was the Saquon game. Even back then, I was saying, you know, and I know he had a good season, but I was still saying Sam Darnold's not that good. He was so overhyped, in my opinion, from that 2017 season. A lot of new courses for ranked. I didn't. Maybe they didn't like explicitly detail it. If they did. I am not getting my swing path where I need it to be. I think because this doesn't actually matter and how badly things have gone, I think I've checked out a little bit. You can kick rocks game. Yeah, that one can go in, of course. Yeah, so there is a patch to go with the new season, Tim, but they fixed a lot of just like minor bug stuff. There really wasn't too much in terms of like there wasn't anything gameplay that they noted. They just kind of generically said about like new ranked and new ranked tour seasons. I did bad math there. I'm like 100 yards off. I don't know why I check swung. Man, I'm just, yeah. Not a good day on the competitive streets here. Good thing it doesn't matter. That would be the one to go in. That would be the one to go in. All right, 2 eagle holeouts. That was okay proximity, Pseudo? That was an eagle, right? That wasn't... Yeah, okay. That wasn't like an angry albatross or something. Alright, so 2 eagle holeouts on the day. That's nice at least. That one I'm a little bit more frustrated, and then we're jarring it anyway. Left the club face open. Oh, I had that dialed in. Freaking. Comes down to money earned. Right, it's the top 50 get into next week. Next week, I have to make it on merit. Next week, you get in being top 50 on the money list or top 65 in ties this week. I am in on money list. We're like 24th or something like that. So there's no chance that we're not getting in next week. We gotta not do that next week. Whatever we do, I cannot be living in that world where we're just sitting below the hole or above the hole. Because I always, whenever I say, no, just add a little bit more, that's when I've read it properly. So we're just in one of those Tobias Funke's. perfectly. Of course, it rolls like crazy. Come back down? This fairway's gonna be too grippy. Let's say we got the perfect bob and weave there. What's going on, Souvenir? How's the playoffs commencing? Get it? Commencement Bay? I do get it. I do get it. It's going. Mostly by way of the putt that you just saw. We're probably, unless we pull something out here, the cut line might not be acquired. But we are in on money list. Just short game is just not the thing for me. But then again, like, chipping is kind of an extension of putting, right? So it makes sense that I would suck. Pull open, we'll take it. Better than a double cross. Surprised we didn't get a new official course for season 3. I'm not entirely surprised. I don't know if we'll get any more new courses, to be honest. If anything, maybe I could see us getting, like, 1. But I'm almost expecting not. That's a better swing. Decent angle. That's gonna hurt. Because I was hoping to land on the fairway to bounce it up there. Landing in the rough hurts a little. Why do I chip? Why do I chip? What is even the purpose of it, man? What's going on, Not? How you doing, man? You hate chipping in this game? I never hole them. I never end up close to the hole. When I do end up close to the hole, it's by, like, complete happenstance. I really have a bad relationship. Really have a bad relationship with it. Did I take full? Did I miss input? Did I take a full Did I not choke that 50-degree down? Or did the wind just play that much? Been here for the entire stream? I appreciate that, Darby. Hey, chipping until you make 3 and 2 rounds of True Sim, where it actually is fun again to not miss by edges? Yeah, I make 1 chip a month. If that. Like, I am truly so bad at chipping. That approach was not choked? Okay. Thank you. I underhit the rhythm. Okay, I think I read it properly. I just paused at the top of my swing, trying to make sure that I hit the power. Feel like your OP shots are flying well past the target, Sky? I don't think so. Buff the overpowered swing? I mean, I don't know. I barely hit overpowered swings, so I guess I wouldn't be the best person to ask in general. Would be something interesting to do some testing on. I guess I wouldn't know, though, exactly what the overpowereds played as before. They definitely didn't announce any gameplay changes. That doesn't mean anything, because they've definitely changed gameplay before without telling anyone. And then we're like, this is different. And it's like, okay. Let's see here. I thought that was gonna go to the right. This works. I just thought it was gonna hang out to the right, not really draw like that. Saffron Dawn, thank you for the follow. That name, I feel like I've seen that name around the community before. Is this just below my feet in terms of like it's gonna go to the right, or is this below my feet in terms of it's gonna go long? I'm gonna play it like here. Might do both. No, it would have came out. Yeah, it would have came out where I expected. I hate these super fast green speeds. I am so bad. We make it, but like nothing is comfortable. Nothing feel like it's center cup, but it's never like center cup when I square up like the perfect input. It's always, well, you got away with that one. It's like, ah, yes, that's the feeling that I'd like. Getting away with it again. Alright, that's on a nice line. Settle, settle, settle. Hey, we'll take it. I love that there's like so much going on at my feet. You know, so that's really, really a great feeling. Mikey. Going on, man. Welcome back for 12 months. I hope you continue to enjoy your faces. I hope you're doing well. Good luck in the playoffs if you're still playing the game. Notice any weird stutters when a cutscene happens after the update? I pretty much fast forward through the updates, Dom. Or the not the updates, the through the cutscenes. Like most of the time I'm just clicking through. Haven't noticed too much. But I also don't have like a lot of the regular ones on. Okay, we got the 102. I'm basically playing to kick off this downslope anyway. So even though it looked like I might land in the rough, you never really were going to have that issue. Okay, see if we can go up and down here. I think 18 is going to squeak in, but it'd be nice to make it in, you know, legitimately, despite how the first round went, and just despite how the putting has gone this entire night. So 135, 122, 120. This is the type of shot that, like, the pitching wedge, the choked pitching wedge, we might be able to land it, like, right at the front of the green here and give it the old hop, skip, up. Oh, that landed short. Now it's going to roll for ages. Okay. Comes back, at least. Well, if there's anything to take away is even when stuff goes sideways, we're able to fight it out. We're able to fight it out. 11 under on the second round, and our putting stats through 2 here are going to be horrendous. So let's go take a look at them. But we're actually still making the cut. Put up the double bogey on 18 out of frustration in round 1. Wasn't necessary, but we make the cut, and the question is, do we bump anybody out? I don't think so, right? Yeah, we're gonna put it to 62 and ties. But I think with this little left to play, I don't think we're having anybody else come in and move the line. So we're gonna still be in it. So are the 18s. Yeah, let's take a look at these putting stats, because they were quite atrocious. Reset until new season. Going back and forth from controllers, but hope the new season sees more of your gameplay. Nice, man. Hers weren't great. Proximity decent. So we missed a short putt. Missed a medium putt and made 1 putt outside of 10 feet through 2 rounds. That checks out. That checks out. That's how it felt. That's how it felt. And that was in the second round, right? No, it wasn't. Our longest putt in the second round was 9.4. The longest in the first was 12.7, and that was the only one outside of 10 feet we made. So yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. 1 putt percentage, pretty low. Pretty low. Our GERS is not great, though. 78% GERS is pretty bad. We had a few where, like, we missed some inputs and inopportune times. We're driving fairways well. We're finding fairways, but yeah, a couple of like opens on some of the approach shots. It's tucked pin. It's one of those things, like, sometimes when you get these tucked pins, whether it be tucked to the front or tucked to the sides, sometimes I get a little bit aggressive with them and we don't find the green. It doesn't necessarily mean that we're not gonna score on it, because sometimes you're close enough to go up and down. But yeah, it's one of those things, like, I see the chip shot. I see, like, these open areas of green to work with. Sometimes I force it on, like, short stuff that I definitely shouldn't. But some of those longer ones, like, they look like I should be chipping. like should be chipping, and I'm forcing myself into a thing that I'm not good at. Now that being said, I'm not holding. I don't think I've holed a singular super flop. So like percentage wise, like I have made technically more chips than I've made super flops, even though it's a low percentage. I want to see if there's anything we can find about that overpower though. I want to see if there's anything we can find about that overpower here. I mean, it's so hard to hit, but let's take a few swings at it. Let's take a few swings at it and see. It's gonna be hard to know though. Oregon versus Penn State will be great in college football. I am hoping, first off, go State. But secondly, that's okay. So this is 103. 305. Just 7 yards further. I don't know, that doesn't feel crazy to me. That doesn't feel crazy to me. So maybe Sky is just having some misreads elsewhere. Only the 101, so it should go like 300. No, it only went 299. The 298 might be a visual bug. Because if I hit, let's see if we can hit just like a squared up 100% and see if it actually goes 298 or if that's false. There we go. Ah, come on, that's the 101 again. That's 297. Okay, yeah. I think the 298 is a visual thing because I have the extra power, but I don't think it's actually doing anything. Good to know. Good to know. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. But yeah, I'm hoping Penn State's as good as like the preseason rankings and everything go. Well, what we need is, we need a couple of things. Drew Aller needs to take another step. He's good, but he has the potential, I think, to be great. Aller's got to take a step. Some of that comes down to, we got a bunch of transfer wide receivers. Our wide receiver room was horrible last year. We were so reliant on the tight end. And so, yeah, Tyler Warren was such a utility knife guy that created so many issues for defenses. If we had a wide receiver room and him, you know, could be a different story. The other thing is, and I think that Drew Aller will get better because of Jim Knowles coming from Ohio State. Jim Knowles coaching the defense over Tom Allen. I think that's an upgrade. But I think on the offensive side of the ball, having the guy who made game plans around you is going to be critical for Drew Aller's success and growth. You know, as much as working with, you know, quarterbacks, coaches, or other players, whatever, in the offseason. I think it coming from the defensive scheme standpoint of like when he would game plan for Ohio State's defense and like what they would just be like, he's not going to beat us with this, we're going to beat him with this, like, and focusing on those things to improve. I think that would be very important. Hello from Toronto. What's going on, Robert? How are you doing? Hope all is well. Big Ten Championship was great. Game was great. Ducks took a quick lead and then slowed down. Yeah, and like Drew got to the point where he was forcing some throws and stuff, but he hung in there. Like that game, I think was proof that like he can get into a shot for shot and like make big plays and do things kind of game. He's got to do better against stronger defenses, those sorts of things. So we'll see how it plays out. We've got Drew Aller back. We've got the best running back duo in the country. Defense should still be solid. Hopefully the upgrades in the wide receiver room and stuff will be good. Like, I think there's a lot to be optimistic about, but it's also Penn State, so like I know I need to keep my expectations in check. Too late for the stream, Fruity? Just missed it. Just missed it. This is the worst course and setup you've played in the game so far, Basket. We just snuck in the cut. We just snuck in the cut, but yeah, I don't know. I just suck at the really fast green speed, so it's so hard for me to just like gauge like, is this good or bad? I appreciated the like variance in like the par threes and stuff. Like I thought that was really cool. There's a lot of elevation. There's a lot of things that I like about it. I just suck at the really high green speeds, and that's all we played. Absolutely cannot justify $80 for a game full of microtransactions, the one where the servers will be shut down in 5 years, making the game a complete dud. Insatiable Itch, yeah, I get that. I get that. I guess for me, like, I play enough, and I play every year. It is on sale, or it was at least on sale last I had seen. Let me see. At least on PS5 and Xbox. Oh no, it did just jump back up in price. It was just on sale for like 40 something. I would say get it on sale. I would say if you're gonna buy it, get it on sale for like 40 something bucks or whatever. Hey, good evening, Yane. I would say get it on sale for like 40 something bucks. That's the only way that I would buy it this late into things. You can try out the demo if you haven't. You can try that out, get some hours in, and stuff rolls over to the game when you eventually buy it. But yeah, I mean, I think in these kind of sports series, it's always better to buy the newer ones. That is an interesting point though that you bring up about servers going down. I wonder how long they'll bring it, because if they shut down just like the multiplayer but leave like access to the courses up, that would be okay. CD keys, Nomad. I don't know, man. Those key sites I'm always sketchy of. I mean, first off, it matters what platform you're on, right? Like you can't PS5 or Xbox it from there, I don't think. I always trust like Humble Bundle. This wouldn't be on GOG. Green Man Gaming. There's another one that I'm blanking on. There are some like big name key sites that are like, I don't really. Some of the key sites are definitely sketchy. They have the propensity to have like stolen keys that are resold and stuff. It's not as secure and checked. Like you can get good deals, but it's risky. It's risky. So for me at least, there's a few sites that I trust. Hotel room in Stockholm. Hopefully the travel has gone well for you. All you can do is play a local game. Can't even play the single player career mode. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Yeah. So if they're only giving it like 2 game cycles before it goes. Yeah, that's the thing. Like these games have great user created courses, but unfortunately, it costs the companies money to keep servers and everything running. I do think that, if there was a way for that to be changed, that would be most ideal, but fortunately not really much that we can do about it now. Been very good for you and your daughter. Love to hear that, Yane. But yeah, coming in at the end of the stream here. So we made the cut.
We snuck in by a stroke. We will try and finish as strong as we can tomorrow. We had 2 Eagle holeouts today, so I guess we're already getting things started for Season 3 highlight competition or compilation. If you haven't, go check out the YouTube. I have a Season 2 holeout compilation video if anybody is interested in that. More courses to do in Ranked Tour Stash? Okay, cool. Cool. I kind of guess that there might be, but I don't play it enough. I've only played 69 nice rounds on Ranked Tours since the game has launched, so I don't keep up with it enough to know like what courses are cycled in and out. But that's nice that there's some change over there. But yeah, appreciate everybody hanging out. If you enjoyed and you're watching on YouTube, a like on the video goes a long way. Otherwise, you can sub, follow, join the Discord, all those good things to keep up with when we go live. We'll be live again tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern. All next week, Monday through Thursday. Golf. We're coming towards the end of the season, though. That's what I like to hear. Insatiable Itch, thank you for the sub. But yeah, we're coming up towards the end of the golf season, so we're still gonna be playing golf, but we're also gonna be playing other games. Let me take a quick check on the poll. If you join the Discord in the suggestions channel, I've got a pinned message in there for a game poll. Right now, it looks like we're going to be playing Jedi Survivor as our variety game. I'm also mentally preparing you guys. I was watching Zane play Trackmania. I've had a slight itch, so there's a chance that could pop up if the itch gets strong enough. Or, insatiable enough, if you will. But yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the little bit of switch up. Still gonna do golf, but we're gonna add some other things in, try some different stuff. Okay. We're gonna go say hello to Bot. He was hanging out here earlier, and the best part is we've hit another Eagle holeout since we last saw him. 2 Eagle holeouts on the night. So let's go say hello to Bot. Make sure that he knows that we hit another one. He loves hearing about how many times I hole out in this game. It's his favorite pastime. So I'll see you guys back here tomorrow night. Have a wonderful rest of your Wednesdays. And I will see you then. Bye.